So I was trying to get a picture of the differences in these springs, and it was kind of hard to capture the size difference because it's so minute, 0.05 millimeter difference. I mean, can you see the difference? These are the stock springs. These are the extra springs that come that are 0.6 millimeters, 0.55 millimeters. Now, in person, I can see the difference, and I think I can feel the difference. Feels a bit thicker. Even when handling it and trying to install them, I felt a big difference. But how can I show you visually? I'm not sure if these recordings or these pictures can capture the difference. But maybe these holes can? They should be all the same size, right? So let's see how this stock spring fills this hole compared to this installed extra spring. So you can see the difference, right? Not as filling. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Hopefully, same works for this theory. Installed extra springs, 0.60 millimeters. Stock springs, 0.55 millimeters. I think I see a difference. But like in the other recording, you guys can see that it is a difference in feel too when actually using it. So check it out. You guys will see a difference, and maybe it'll be a different experience, and maybe you'll enjoy it more every which way. I got the stock springs in the black Drop Bear and the 0.6 millimeter springs in the satin one. So the installed stock ones are 0.55 millimeters, and actually I could feel the difference. I have this one at max level and this one at max level. Even at max level, the stock one still has a nice tension, has a nice strength in it. Still holds the blade pretty well. Alright. I mean, obviously if I threw it harder, it's gonna go down. But you can feel the strength in it. I didn't actually need the change, but I wanted to see the difference in that 0.05 millimeter, right? Yeah, there's a big difference. That thing just sucks it in really hard, but then when you're not at that point, it takes a lot of effort to get that blade down, especially right here. And then boom. See? You really have to hold this lock all the way up until about here, and then it'll just, so it takes more control, but less intent in letting the knife go. It's pretty cool. It's pretty safe, but man. Big difference in that strength. I can see the longevity in it. Still feels good flicking out, but the strength is really when you're not holding onto the lock. You hear that? That was a nice snap. Much stronger. Yeah, I can see the appeal. Try it. You might like it. Alright, so now that I have the springs in, I know I like the way the original stock springs are in the max setting. So I'm going to leave it this way, but I'm going to Loctite it. Alright. I know a lot of people are like, pivot screw comes loose. Okay, well, it's fine. Loctite it. Just add a little bit. Alright. Let me show you how much. When I mean a little bit, it's pretty little. Okay. Alright, so that's a lot, right? This is how much I want. I'm just gonna take all of that off. Right? So I have that much on there. Just a sheen. Just so then if you do want to take it off later, it comes off much easier. This is just there to kind of make the screw itself a little wider. So there's more purchase, less moving around. Alright, we do that to both sides. Now I have a little extra on my hand, so roll that in there. And even that's a little too much. That's all I want. Just make it look glossy. Boom. Pop it in. And you don't really need to let it sit, because, I mean, we're not trying to glue it shut. We're just trying to let it thicken up a bit, and it'll do its work. Alright. So now that one's locked in, but the other one, the one with the 0.60 millimeter springs, I'm not going to lock it up yet. I want to test it, see how I feel about the strength. Maybe I'll lessen it because it's at max right now. So I'll check that out later. But don't be afraid to Loctite it a bit, you know. Don't use too much. A lot of people advise you not to Loctite it at all because it can strip the threads. Hey, use at your own accord, your own discretion. That's why I use a little bit. I'm not trying to lock this up. Just need to make it a slight more girthy pivot screw. You know what I mean? That's all it is. All right. Enjoy.